Hey guys, just for FYI, I just brought home a whole tenderloin just for grins and giggles. I went over to Lowe's Whole Foods last week, week prior. I paid $309 for one whole tenderloin. Brought it home, fabricated that sucker down. I got 20 nice filet mignons out of it. Went to Wichita, Kansas, got one for 108. And tenderloin, as you know, doesn't have much fat. It has a chain that runs along the thoracic cavity. It has a little bit of fat nodules on it. I try to leave that on, and that's the white that you'll see in here. I try to leave that on just because, tenderloin is tender, right? And it's the loin of the inner part of the thoracic cavity. It doesn't get worked out much. So it's always very tender. But some people complain it's not very flavorful. So what I do is I fabricate with the chain on to give me a little bit of rendering of the fat. That's why I put it in the sous vide. And I go ahead and, do a hot water bath on my meat and then pan sear it. But I also sometimes add a little bit of fat. That's this whole country butter here, a little bit of seasonings and flavoring. So when we have it in that water bath, and then this is what I end up rendering and getting out of here. Look at these bad boys. Woo-hoo! And you can see the graining and the marbleization. This is, like I said, right from Wichita, Kansas. And I got some in here that are just plain, and some that have a little spot of fat in it. So it'll add just a little bit more flavoring infused into that muscle fiber when, when I sear it either on the grill or in my skillet. All right, Chef D Properties, your recipe for home. Always trying to add a few tips to save your household money. All right, guys, God bless.